I'm going to talk to you about cats, internet. We talked about it last day, but then what kind of career I want. Honestly, I want to work with animals. There's a lot of stuff that I could do, that I've thought about doing, but when it comes down to it, through all my years, animals have been what I've always loved and adored, and what I've always made a point of taking care of and enjoying and learning random crap about. It's, you know, the dog we had was mine, more or less. She was the family dog, but she and I were biffles. And I work at a pet store. Like, honestly, and it is like the best job. You know how teenagers are supposed to hate their first job for some reason, because, you know, it's an entry level job, minimum wage, stocking things, or working at a fast food restaurant. But I managed to land a job at my local pet store. By and large, what I've found is that people who love and own animals are nicer than people who don't. Because the inherent nature of someone who wants to take care of an animal and, like, you know, comes to our store, because we sell high-end food and high-end products. We don't sell pedigree. We don't sell Beneful. No way. You would never see that shit come through our doors. Like, it's sacrilege to tell people that they should feed their dogs like McDonald's day in and day out. No, I couldn't morally do that. So the people, yeah, that visit us, they know what's good for their dogs and their cats too, and their rabbits and all their little creatures, and they want to take care of them because they love them. They're not just their little guard dog and that kind of sits in a corner, staked out outside, that gets fed crappy food. The animals that come to our store are adored. So you get a higher caliber of person, and I really appreciate that. It's amazing the contrast between how my friends and classmates will talk about their jobs. Certain fast food restaurants, very popular to Canada, often talk about the late hours and the really weird people that come in that are just completely offensive and gross and sexually harassing of her and her coworkers. It sounds like something that I wouldn't be able to tolerate. I'd be completely miserable, and the money would not be worth it to me. But I work somewhere way better. I work somewhere where the people are generally awesome, and where I love my coworkers, who are all, by and large, pretty cool compared to some of the coworkers I've heard about from other people. And not to mention the fact that we all, if you have a dog, you get to bring it into work with you. So this manager, her father, who helps with finances, when she's in, he'll drop off his 3 dogs, and they spend the day with us, and they're all super cuddly and super nice, and it's really awesome, because I get to cuddle dogs all day long. And there's the 2 store cats, Kaiser and Harry, who I also get to cuddle all day long, though Kaiser is actually secretly a vampire. So you don't see him during the day. He comes out in the morning for the first hour for breakfast. He feasts on the flesh of the beast. And he doesn't like people. He hates dogs. He only likes high places and dark corners. Sometimes you'll be restocking bags and you'll pull them out off the shelf to put the new ones behind the older ones. And he'll be sitting there. And it's a little bit freaky. Another thing he does is that he purrs very cutely, but when he likes you, he bites hard. Like, mega hard. Drawing blood hard. And coating the wound in saliva hard. And possibly turning you into a werecat and or cat vampire. So if you start seeing these videos only being filmed at night, or if my eyes start to glow, or if I start growing whiskers, yeah, now you know the reason. Kaiser, who really, really likes me. Last time he bit me on the neck. Just so you get a good picture of Kaiser and where he likes to bite. Nice, fleshy areas filled with blood. Good to get to the heart. Yeah, I often tell people, don't touch him. Because unless you've given him the appropriate offerings beforehand, you'll be leaving the store in a lot of pain.
Go ahead and pet him. He's just a little kitty cat.
Yeah. So yeah, if you liked this video and enjoyed listening to me talk, you could like and subscribe. Make sure to follow us on Twitter. You'll see Diane on Thursday, and you'll see both of us on Saturday. Have a good evening, Internet. Bye!